Hello student, this is your Altaf sir. Hope all of you are fine and healthy at home. So today we are going to learn the second chapter of our social study, that is the Northern Plain. So as I have told you in the class that our country India is divided into five main physical division, that is the Northern Plain. Here you can see on the page. The northern mountain, the northern plain, the great Indian desert, the southern plateau, the coastal plains and islands. So in the class we have discussed about the northern mountains in our first chapter. So now we are going to learn about the northern plain. Okay, so you can open your book page number 7. So first of all, I would like to show you the geographical location of the northern plain. So here in the page number 8, you can see the region. The green region is totally the northern plain. It means if you can say that it stretches from the Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. In between we can see many other states also lying like Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and parts of Assam. The northern plain is very fertile because rivers with the tributaries flow through the plain, making the land very fertile by the maximum deposition of the silt in the plain. So here I want to tell you what a tributary is. Okay, wait, I am showing you the tributary, what a tributary is called. So look at here. Suppose this is a main river. Okay, I think you can see clearly. This is the main river and some of the other small rivers come and join to the main river, isn't it? So these small rivers which are joining to the big rivers or the main rivers, these are called tributaries. Got it? So when some small rivers come and join the main rivers, that rivers are known as the tributary of the main river. As this land is very fertile, they are ideal for growing various type of crops. Okay, so our this northern plain region is divided into three parts. So let me show you the parts. Here you can see this region is the northern plain region, and this region is divided into three parts, that is the Indus basin and the Ganga basin in the middle, and in the eastern part there is the Brahmaputra basin. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the Ganga basin. So first of all, before going to discuss the Ganga basin, I would like to clear you what a basin is. Okay, so I have made a rough sketch to show you what a basin is. The basin generally we can say, wait, look at the picture here. So suppose this is a river, okay, coming flowing like this, and some branches are going like this, and this piece of land is drained by these rivers and their tributaries, isn't it? These are known as the small rivers which are coming and joining this big river. So these rivers are known as the tributaries. So this green patch of land, so suppose this part, so like this portion of land which are drained by this main river and its tributaries, these are known as basin. Okay, got it? Next we are coming to the Ganga basin. So as we all know that the river Ganga, that is originated from the glacier known as Gangotri, which is at the Gomukh in Haridwar, in the Himalaya. From this it flows down and enters the plain at Haridwar and joins with its longest tributary. So I have just told you what a tributary is. That is the river Yamuna at Allahabad. The Ganga flows through many of the states of India like Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Delhi. You can see in the book also, there it is written, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, etc. Isn't it? So The Ganga basin is also known as the football. As I have told you, these regions are very much fertile. So this region is very ideal for growing various type of crops like wheat, rice, jute, sugarcane, and many more. So this region is also known as the Ganga river basin is also known as the football, not football, football. Bowl means a plate. You can say a plate or a thing on which the foods are served. So this is known as food bowl. So this Ganga basin is also known as the football of the plain. And other we can say the Ganga basin is one of the most. So as this region is very much populated, this is the one one of the most populated river basin in the world, because I have told you just before that through this plain many rivers like flow through, which brings lots of seeds deposits in the plains and making the plain fertile. Okay, so this much, and we will discuss the life of this region, Ganga basin region, later on in our coming videos. So now we are going to discuss about the Brahmaputra basin. Okay. So as we know that the river Brahmaputra starts from the Tibet, there it is known as Tsangpo. So you can see here in this page, rivers or the Brahmaputra river originated from here. Here it is named as Tsangpo, and it enters into India through Arunachal Pradesh. Here you can see the entering point, Arunachal Pradesh, and flows through the valleys of Assam and goes down and joins to the and enters into Bangladesh and joins the Padma river there. Okay, so this Brahmaputra basin is also fertile. As we know that the river Brahmaputra starts from the Tibet, I have told you here, and there it is known as Tsangpo, and it enters in India through Arunachal Pradesh, where it is known as Siang, and then it flows down through the valleys of Assam, and finally it enters into the Bangladesh, where it is meet the river Padma there. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss about the other the last basin, that is the Indus River basin, and the life of the people of that region. Okay, for this much for today. In the next video we are meeting again for discussing the other part of the chapter. Okay, thank you.